Hello students, now you are learning 6th unit, that is forest and wildlife. In this unit you are going to learn importance of forests, types of forests, conservation of forests and wildlife in India. Now look at the pictures of animals given below. Write the names of these animals. Then write D for domestic animals and W for wild animals in the space provided. Now you look at the picture now. Now you identify what is the and which animal it is. How it looks, it is a goat, isn't it? So first picture is goat, so it is what? Domestic animal. Next picture, it is how it looks, it is a tiger, so it is a wild animal, it is living in forests. And next third one, that is what? Which animal it is? Cow, so it is also domestic animal, isn't it? Last one, that is fourth one, deer, so that is also wild animals, so because it is living in forest, isn't it? So here goat, cow, these are domestic animals, tiger and deer, so it is wild animals, so these are living in forest, isn't it? Now let us study about forest and wildlife. In India, approximately 1/5 of the land is covered by forests. A forest is a large area of land covered with trees, bushes, shrubs, and grasses. Forests are useful to us in many ways. They are an important gift of nature. Here about forests here in India, approximately means about around 1/5 of the land is covered by forests. 1/5 of land in our country, it is covered by forests, isn't it? A forest is a large area of land covered with the trees. If you see in the forest, what you can see is only you can see this land is covered with the trees. Only there is a lot of trees we can see, and bushes and scrubs means weedy plants, only it can grow on earth, isn't it? It will not grow as a tree, it is only the like bushes, like and grasses, isn't it? So like this in that forest you can see trees, bushes, scrubs, grasses, isn't it? And forests are useful to us in many ways. The forests are very useful to us in many ways. Now we learn that they are an important gift of nature, isn't it? Forests are useful to us. How the forests are very useful to us in many ways, and also it is an important gift of nature. Let us study about the importance of forests. The first one, we get many things from forests such as medicinal herbs, fruits, timber, honey, gum and rubber. See how the forests are very useful to us in many ways. The first one, that is we get many things from forests. What we will get from forests here? Medicinal herbs and fruits, timber, honey, gum and rubber. See, many things you can get. For example, you can see in this picture, I will show you that how the forests are very useful to us. See here what we get from forests here. For this tree, what we get here? First of all, soil binding. It will get the soil binding, it will not lose the soil. Then for these trees we can get furnitures, isn't it? We can prepare furnitures and sports goods, sports materials and goods also, hockey like cricket bat, like this we can prepare. Then fuel, also we can, this trees will provide us the fuel. And farmers, they can use, in the village people, they can use as a fuel and cooking food, like this it will help. Next, fodder for the animals, isn't it? So these trees also provide fodder for the animals. And also we can build the shelter. We are living in house within four walls, and we are preparing construct the buildings, homes, no. So even the trees, it will provide about shelter to the people. And also next, medicinal medicines, and also trees also, it provides as a medicines like tablets and other syrups also we can use, no, isn't it? Here you can see in this picture how they given for this tree, the forest, you can get many things. Next, this trees also provide us about oxygen, no. Oxygen is a very important thing nowadays. Many diseases spread all over the world. Some people suffering from oxygen, no. So like this it will help. Next again we can get what, honey. See, honeybee, some honeybee, they are built their nest in the trees and prepare that honey. So for this honey will get, we can using that eating in food. Then also trees like this, it will provides about fruits, different types of fruits we are eating nowadays, we are eating for good health. Fruits also we can get. Then again we will get about, that is uh, gum and lac, also we can prepare like gum can prepare. Then tree is also very useful to for birds, animals, natural habitats for wildlife. So trees, these trees also, forests also used to for birds and animals, that is a natural habitat for wildlife, isn't it? And also you can use the timber. After, if the tree is growing much more, that time we are cutting the trees, we are using for that building constructions and different type of furnitures we can prepare, isn't it? Next, this tree is also useful for that rubber, no. Nowadays some vehicles we are using for vehicles on rubber, that vehicle can run on only with rubber tires, isn't it? How it is so hard, 100 tons of that heavy things, heavy goods, can, how this rubber can easily carry with the help of the machines, with the vehicles, isn't it? So like this the forests are very useful to us. Next, soil erosion is prevented by forests because the roots of the trees hold the soil and prevent it from being washed away. Forests also improve the quality of soil and make it fertile by supplying humus. Here, soil erosion, already the previous unit already have learned that soil erosion, the top of the layer, removal of the top of the layer, it will lost, it's by human activities or naturally, that is soil erosion. But here the soil erosion prevented, to protected by forests. If there is forest, it can prevent the soil erosion because the roots of the trees hold the soil. Here the trees, the roots of the trees hold the soil and prevent it from being washed away. Due to heavy rainfall that time, with the water, that the soil also can flow along with water, so that time the trees could help the soil, it could that the trees roots could help it hold the soil, it will prevent being washed away with the water, isn't it? So forests also improve the quality of soil to make it fertile by supplying humus. And also forests improve the quality of soil. Where these forests will get the quality of soil, a fertile soil. How will get the fertile soil? Because of it supplying humus. Humus means here that after growing, that trees leaves, dried leaves fall down on earth. After that, some many days it mix up in that air, water, then it mix in that soil. It helps to grow good crops. That soil will help to growing good crops, isn't it? So this is about like this, the forests are very useful to us. Next, forests provide shelter to a variety of animals. Already told you that forests provide shelter. No, now we are living, human beings are living, they could live in a their own house they can prepare well. But here what about animals and birds? So forests they are very useful to that animals and birds. So many birds and animals they can live in forest areas, that is as a their own house, that is a shelter, to provide shelter. Then they keep the environment cool and fresh, isn't it? If there is a lot of trees, that forest area you can see, always it looks how very cool and fresh, isn't it? So as possible as we have to grow more trees surrounding of our house and environment, because of we'll get cool and fresh air. Then trees give us oxygen, which is essential for our existence. Nowadays some people suffering from lack of oxygen, because all people only cutting trees and preparing so many different things, but so we are losing the oxygen, isn't it? So it is very important we should give. So the forests, the trees gives us the oxygen which is essential for our existence, for living, isn't it? Then forests also help in precipitation. Here forests help, also help in precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall. If there is a lot of trees growing more, where there is a thick forest, more trees, then we will get heavy rainfall, we'll get a rainfall, isn't it? So we have to, as possible as we have to grow more trees in the environment surrounding of our house and fields and side of the roads. How much you are growing more trees, then that much you will get the heavy rainfall. It will help to get the water, isn't it? So that water is we are using in many ways for growing crops, isn't it? So like this, so like this these are the importance of forests. Remaining part I shall continue in next video. Thank you.